It's time to unwrap the 2021 trade deadline day. Champions. Hold on. Trade deadline day champions. I'm on the struggle bus.
No, you're not.
On this Tuesday.
Just don't stay on. If you're on, just jump
from
off.
Our friends from Upper Deck.
Yeah.
I apologize to those friends. But what I have here, this display, okay? And I have some packs that we're going to get to open in a little bit, but I have some questions to ask.
Is there gum in those things now?
Exactly. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
There might be some gum. It's not old like the old baseball cards.
Yeah, the hockey
open
cards.
up and try to get into for the internet. But
Totally.
Of all the acquisitions, we talk about some of the headliners. Which one's flying under the radar that you think is going to make an impact, Bruce?
That I think is going to make an impact?
Yeah.
I think, is that the question that you were supposed to ask me? I don't know.
You see, that's a curveball.
Mo Mantha?
Yeah.
Anthony Mantha was the guy, yes. I was waiting for the pitcher to come up there.
Boom.
He's the guy that I didn't think was going to get traded. I mean, that's the one that's, that sort of shocked me, quite frankly. I mean, with Detroit being a team that is still building for the future, he's still young. He's sort of with Dylan Larkin, their number one guy or their number two guy. So to see him getting traded was really a surprise to me.
Best friends, too, those two, Larkin and him. It's really good friends there. For me, what do you got, Nelly?
I have a card here.
I'm bullish on this guy.
That you've been talking about for weeks, and that is one Sam Bennett.
I'm bullish on Sam Bennett. I think he's a really nice add in the bottom six. And quite frankly, I thought he was going to go to Boston. I thought he was a Bruin-type player, maybe a Flyer-type player, but I got to give the Florida Panthers a lot of credit. We were saying it here yesterday. They've transformed that team, and if you're down there in South Florida or anywhere around the world, you're pumped to see him come to the team. He plays with jam. He plays with an edge. He's skilled. He's not afraid of the big game. The bigger the game, the better he plays, and he tries to pattern himself. He played junior for Doug Gilmour, Hall of Famer Dougie Gilmour, and he tries to add a little bit of that to his game, and hence that's why he wears that number. So I think he's going to be a nice fit down there in South Florida.
Bruce, you want to echo that?
Yeah, as do I. I mean, look they know what Tampa went out and got, and they needed to be a little tougher, and they needed to be a little more playoff ready. They got skill up the wazoo here, but I mean, they needed to get more physical, and hoping Bennett's going to be the guy that helps them do it on the third line.
Well, I picked a card that he loved, and now I got one that I know you love.
Yes, Nicholas Foligno. I think the best move in the draft.
The best move
at the deadline. Totally. Like if you look at where, I know the Leaf lines are different right now, but in the end, and I'm not the coach there, but you're going to see Nicholas Foligno. I'm 100% with Tavares and Nylander. Hyman's going to be up with Matthews and Marner, and you're not going to have two better lines like that in the NHL. I don't care what team, whether it's Washington or what. Those two lines will be playing against everybody. And I think if the Leafs think they're going to go for it, they needed a character, a little more gritty guy, like a Hyman, like all the guys that Tampa got and everything. And so I thought it was the best deal. And knowing the family and knowing Marcus and knowing Mike, and I don't know Nick, but I've heard of his character. And to get another captain that is a great player, I think is a huge advantage for the Leafs.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
So we were talking during the commercial break about how the card business is booming. It's coming back. Yeah. And somebody at the network, we don't know who, I had a card for Savard, and somebody took it because he got traded to the Bolts.
Yeah.
And now he's going to be paired with Victor Hedman, top pair right out the gate.
Correct.
So somebody thinks that market's going to go up for him too, Weeksy.
Yeah, clearly, because they got sticky fingers, whoever that was. Yeah. Got to get our security on detail here at MLB NHL Network. But all that to say, I think Savard was the prize. I'm surprised that it was Tampa, but not surprised in a sense. I thought it would have been the Winnipeg Jets because I thought the Jets needed him more. Yep. But all of that to say, credit to Julien Brisebois and the Tampa Bay Lightning. This is a part of why they're one of the elite franchises in our sport and in all of sports right now under Jeff Vinnick's ownership. So great addition there.
Every year you hear, Tampa's got no money. They can't go do nothing. And then all of a sudden, out of the woodwork comes a $5 million player. I don't know how they do it. That's obviously one of the many reasons I'm not a GM.
Brilliant.
What you are is a hockey fan and a card fan. So I got some packs here.
Okay.
We see this one's for you. Let's open them up.
Thank you, sir.
Bruce, that one's for you.
Well, first of all,
see what we got.
On the cover, I've got Brothers Hughes, easy for me to say,
Ooh.
And keep in mind, Luke is coming up for the upcoming draft as well.
Luke's a player.
Luke is a player.
Is
And Luke's a
6'2".
defenseman. Exactly.
Yeah, and he's not 5'8" like the other guy.
Right? Exactly. So we got Quinn out in Vancouver.
Jimmy and Ellen.
And,
Yeah,
here,
Jimmy's
of course.
not going to like me saying that.
I know.
I don't know if
We
Jimmy
got
likes
Jack
me at
here
all anyway.
in Jersey. So
Jimmy's awesome. All right.
So give me 1 sec. Okay. I want to understand. I don't want to lose 6 teeth here on live.
It's okay. Bruce is going to go first. Read off some of the names.
Oh, now you're going to force me to get my glasses on.
Yeah, why not? I
Or
mean,
just
come on.
yeah.
I'm still trying to open
I
this
got
with
Ryan
sausage
Pulock.
rolls.
How can you go wrong with him?
I like Pulock.
Okay. Mikko Heiskanen. How can you go wrong with him? Unbelievable player. Andre Palat. He's won a Stanley Cup. Jacob Voracek. One of the top flyers. And Ilya Sorokin. Really good goaltender for the Islanders. And then Brian Dumoulin. Cam Atkinson, who I've always really liked, and Brad Hunt. What a great acquisition he was in Minnesota for a guy that hadn't played almost. When we got him, he was in Vegas. He hadn't played in the longest time, and when he was in Nashville, hadn't played at all. But when we got him, boy, he was a great addition and probably the nicest guy in hockey.
Nice.
All right, before you go, I'm gonna rattle through
Go
because
ahead.
I think it's a pack that you're going to like, Weeks.
All right, take your time with it.
Look at our friends at Upper Deck. They knew I was going to be working with you, so they got me a Pecorine.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's not the only member of the goal union, by the way. Chris Kreider.
Nice.
Throw that off.
Yep.
Boom.
Nice.
Radek Faksa.
Sweet. Great third line player.
The portraits version of Brandon Hagel.
Yeah, he's been good. He's been really good for Stan Bowman in Chicago.
Nether netminder. Jarl Halak.
Yeah, oh, sweet.
See? And let's see. Who else? David Kampf.
Okay.
Kasperi Kotkaniemi.
Nice.
And then I don't know if anybody in the National Hockey League had a hotter start than James Henry.
Oh, JVR was just down the turnpike in Philly from us here in Jersey. He was money. So it's called Upper Deck, right?
Yep.
So I had to use my upper deck as in my upper teeth.
You flossing with
to
the
be
back
able to
right
get this. So I had to. So for the good folks at Upper Deck. All right. So because that's the only way I was able to open this pack. But now I'm back. I'm back. All right. So listen. You wait till you see this lineup.
Okay.
Carey Price to start us off. You kidding me?
The most handsome card we've had today.
So look at how clean that is,
Yeah,
too.
that's pretty clean
Isn't
right
that clean? All right, so we got Carey,
Okay.
number 2 overall from last year. We've got Capo Caco, who's starting to come on for the New York Rangers.
Yes, he
just
is.
across the Hudson from us. Nice to see. The Rangers are
On a little heater.
they're on a heater. They're surging right now. This is unbelievable. You won't believe this, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second. We got Connor Clifton, Cliffy Hockey out of Boston, as they say. So we got
They
Connor
say
Clifton.
Cliffy hockey in Boston.
That's
now?
what they say. They say
Wow.
Cliffy when he's on his game.
With the SIG.
Yeah, exactly.
Signature.
By the way, this one is signed. So thank you, Cliffy Hockey. All right. We also have who I believe is a top 3 player in the world right now,
Oh.
Austin Matthews.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
He's-
One
Our-
top 3
I
player
would
in the
even
world.
go top 2.
Me, I'm with you.
Ooh.
Because I said that yesterday on the
Well,
air.
how can you?
I said that yesterday on the air.
We're going to argue, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue. I just want you to
how
tell
can-
me,
like,
Bruce.
all the
I said it
talk
too.
is
I'm with
about Connor McDavid as the heart. This guy's got 32 goals,
That's
man.
unbelievable.
He is
Money.
scoring every game, and if he didn't have a sore wrist
No.
there for 4 or 5 games, he'd have
You're right.
35 plus and be going, "Hey, is this guy going to do 50 and 50 in this age?"
Totally.
I don't
I'm bullish
see
on
it.
him.
Yeah.
I'm all in on Austin Matthews right from day one, actually.
Okay.
Poppy is his nickname, as his family calls him, which his teammates call him too. All right, lastly, we've got Noah Dobson, who I think has a chance to be a really good defenseman for the Islanders.
Okay.
Lou Lamoriello and Barry Trotz working their magic out in Long Island, of course. And don't ask me how this got on here. This is so squiggly. And I swear to God, you saw I couldn't even open the package. I don't know how this Muppet got on here.
Yeah.
I've got no idea.
to the National.
I have no idea how
Wait
that
a
happened.
second.
But it happened.
There's something fishy going on.
I don't know. You saw I couldn't even open the package.
You couldn't.
I couldn't. So I don't know if that's serendipitous. I'm going to play New Jersey and New York Powerball tonight.
How much do you think that's? How much can I get for that?
For that one,
how much
maybe
would-
street value you might be able to do about maybe $2.25.
Stop! Get out of here.
It's not signed, so I don't know. Maybe $10.
The mayor of the National Hockey League. Worth a little bit more.
I don't know. I just can't believe that. I remember that from Chicago Stanley Cup final. Last one was Chicago and Tampa. If I believe, yeah, Chicago, Tampa.
All right. Well, as we head to commercial break, I'm going to dive into this book as we unwrap and unbox the trade
Nice.
deadline day champions. Thanks to Upper Deck.
Thank you, Upper Deck.
Go through this. Taylor Hall was on the move. He's making his Boston Bruins debut tonight
Yep.
against who?
It's on.
Let me see your card.
It's on. It's on.
I cannot believe.
I can't either.
That was real.
Look at me using my Jibby package to try to get that thing open.
He
It
just
was
looked
worth
at
it, though.
Come back with us here on NHL Tonight.
It was worth it.
But they
2021 Trade Deadline Champions are presented by Upper Deck. UpperDeckEPack.com lets you buy, open, and collect your favorite hockey cards from anywhere at any time. Get a free pack every day just for logging on. Visit UpperDeckEPack.com today.